Imagine opening the newspaper one morning, only to find your own obituary printed inside. What would it say about you? What would people remember you for? This actually happened to Alfred Nobel, and the words he read changed the course of his life and the legacy he left to the world. The explosives inventor. Alfred Nobel was no ordinary man. He was a brilliant chemist, inventor, and businessman. Over the years, he created three of the most powerful and widely used explosives in history: dynamite, gelignite, used heavily in mining, and ballistite, a propellant that is still used in rockets today. These inventions made him a wealthy man. With his fortune, Nobel purchased an engineering company called Bofors and transformed it into a weapons manufacturer. He designed cannons, guns, and other armaments, selling them across the globe. By the late 1800s, Alfred Nobel was one of the richest men in Europe, but his wealth came with a heavy shadow: the merchant of death. In 1888, tragedies struck his family when Alfred's brother passed away while in France. A French newspaper mistakenly thought it was Alfred who had died. They rushed to publish an obituary. The headline was shocking: "The Merchant of Death is dead." The article began, "Dr. Alfred Nobel, who became rich by finding ways to kill more people faster than ever before, died yesterday." Nobel was horrified. This was how the world saw him, not as a brilliant scientist or an innovator, but as a man who profited from death and destruction. For the first time, he confronted a painful question: was this the legacy he wanted to leave behind? The turning point. That newspaper misprint became Nobel's turning point. He realized that true success was not measured by wealth or inventions, but by how much one contributes to humanity. Determined to change his legacy, Nobel decided to dedicate his vast fortune, over $250 million in today's value, to something greater than himself. The turning point. That newspaper misprint became Nobel's turning point. He realized that true success was not measured by wealth or inventions, but by how much one contributes to humanity. Determined to change his legacy, Nobel decided to dedicate his vast fortune, over $250 million in today's value, to something greater than himself. He established the Nobel Foundation in 1895, setting up annual awards that would recognize and honor those who made outstanding contributions to science, literature, and, most importantly, peace. The Nobel Prizes. The Nobel Prizes quickly became, and still remain, the most prestigious awards in the world. Every year, committees of experts select laureates who have advanced human knowledge, created works of art and literature that inspire, or fought tirelessly to bring peace to a troubled world. Over the decades, Nobel Prizes have been awarded to some of history's greatest figures: scientists who changed medicine, authors who gave us timeless words, and activists who risked everything for peace. A new legacy. Alfred Nobel lived just 1 year after creating his foundation. But it was enough. His decision transformed his reputation forever. Instead of being remembered as the merchant of death, Nobel is honored today as one of the greatest philanthropists of all time, a man who turned his fortune and his life story into a legacy of hope and progress. The lesson. Alfred Nobel's story carries a powerful lesson. It is never too late to change your life and to shape the way the world remembers you. What began as the legacy of an arms dealer ended as the legacy of a man who gave humanity one of its greatest gifts, the Nobel Prize. And so, Alfred Nobel reminds us, we may not control how our story begins, but we can always choose how it ends.